Every night at 12:47 a.m., Arif waited, not for sleep, not for peace, but for a voice that had quietly become his home. The room was dark, lit only by the glow of his phone. Outside, the city hummed, busy, careless, indifferent. Inside, his heart slowed the moment the call connected. "You're late," she said softly. Arif smiled. "I was counting seconds." She laughed low, warm, familiar. That laugh had saved him on nights when loneliness pressed too hard against his chest. They had never seen each other. No photos, no names, no promises. Yet somehow they belonged. He called her his wife, half joking at first. She let him, then claimed him fully. "What if one day we meet?" she asked once. Arif exhaled slowly. "Then I'll already know you." Silence stretched. "You won't be disappointed?" she whispered. "I fell in love without a face," he replied. "How could I be?" That night, their words lingered longer than usual. Her voice softened, slowed, dipped into places that made his heartbeat stumble. "If I were there," she murmured, "I wouldn't rush you." His fingers tightened around the phone. "I wouldn't either," he said quietly. "I'd just sit close until you leaned in yourself." Her breath caught. So did his. They never crossed lines, but desire lived between pauses. Monday came cruelly. The office buzzed with tension. Emails flew. Whispers followed footsteps. New CEO today. Arif barely listened until the elevator doors opened. She walked out with authority wrapped around her like armor. Tall, composed, eyes sharp enough to command silence. "I'm Alina Varma," she said, "and I don't tolerate carelessness." Her gaze swept the room, then stopped. On him, just for a fraction of a second, her control cracked. Arif's heart dropped. That voice. Impossible. That night, she didn't come online. For the first time in months, his wife was silent. And somewhere between shock and longing, Arif realized love had already walked into his life, wearing power and carrying a secret that could destroy them both. Alina avoided him, not obviously, not carelessly, professionally. Meetings passed where her eyes slid past Arif like he was air. Emails came cold, precise, signed with authority. Yet every time she spoke, her voice pulled at him like a wound that refused to close. That night, Arif stared at his phone.
12:47 a.m.
No call. The silence screamed. He typed, deleted, typed again. "Arif, did I lose you?" Minutes later, the screen lit up. Her "we can't do this anymore." His chest tightened. "Arif, why? What changed?" A pause. Too long. Her reality. He understood then. She knew. And she was running. Days grew heavier. At work, Arif watched men linger near her desk, laughing too loud, leaning too close. Jealousy burned quietly, dangerously. He hated himself for feeling it. She wasn't his, except she was. Every night she had been. One evening, she called him into her office. The door closed softly behind him. "You made an error in the client report," she said, not looking up. "I'll correct it," he replied. Silence. Then, quietly, "You shouldn't look at me like that." His voice dropped. "Like what?" "Like you know me." She finally met his eyes. The air cracked. "I do know you," he said. "Better than anyone in this building." Her jaw tightened. "That woman online isn't real," she whispered. "She's the only one who ever felt real," he shot back. She stood abruptly, turning away. "You don't understand the risk." "I understand fear," Arif said. "I also understand love." That word hit her harder than anger ever could. Her shoulders shook. "If someone finds out," she said, "I lose everything." Arif stepped closer, still keeping distance, still respecting the line. "And if you disappear," he said softly, "I lose you." She closed her eyes. For one reckless second, she leaned forward, just enough that he felt her breath, warm and trembling against his jaw. "If we fall," she whispered, "we fall completely." His restraint snapped, but not his control. "I'll wait," he said, Even if it kills me. That night, she called again. Their voices were softer now. Needier. I wanted you today, she admitted. So did I. If I were yours, she asked, barely audible. Would you protect me? With my life, he answered. Desire surged, unfulfilled, dangerous, alive. Love had crossed into forbidden territory, and neither of them was walking away anymore. The truth didn't explode. It surfaced quietly. A leaked email, a whispered rumor, a look held for 1 second too long in a meeting room full of people. By evening, HR called Alina in. She didn't deny it. She resigned the same day. When Arav heard, his world stopped. He waited outside the building, rain soaking his shirt, heart pounding like a confession. When she stepped out, carrying a single box, he didn't speak. He just opened his arms. She broke. Weeks later, they sat in a small apartment. No titles, no screens between them. Just reality. I ruined everything, she said. You chose truth, Arav replied. That's not ruin. She looked at him, really looked this time. No one has ever waited for me like this. I wasn't waiting, he said, stepping closer. I was choosing. He kissed her then. Not rushed, not stolen. A kiss full of release. Months of restraint melting into warmth. Her fingers clutched his shirt. His hands held her like she was something precious the world had almost crushed. They married quietly. No executives. No status. Just promises. After marriage, love became fearless. Arav was openly possessive now, not jealous, but grounding. His hand rested on her lower back in public. His voice softened only for her. You're safe, he'd whisper at night, pulling her closer. You're mine. Not as ownership, but certainty. Alina changed too. She trusted. She leaned in. She kissed him first, often, deeply, without hesitation. You saw me when I was powerful, she said once, and still loved me when I wasn't. Arav kissed her forehead. I fell in love with your soul, he said. Everything else was noise. Final lesson. Real love isn't impressed by status. It isn't scared of sacrifice. And it doesn't disappear when things get hard. Sometimes, love meets you online, tests you in reality, and proves itself only when everything is at stake. Sparkles and sparkles.